where and when have you felt comfortable in uncomfortable environments? You've touched on a few already, but how have you used them?
Yeah.
Possibly is a good question.
Yeah, as I've kind of touched on, yeah, having risk pro is 100% that. I have never been more excited and more nervous and more worried, but more keen and eager to do something that I had no business doing. I had no actual running a business experience, no any idea of how it worked out. I didn't understand anything about how the government worked, the taxation, which we mentioned before in other conversations. All of these types of things. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? This is absolutely crazy. But I've also never been more sure of starting something in my life. It was an idea that had struck me about 10 years before. So it was just after I actually started in the industry, I had an idea and I was like, why has nobody done this yet? And it just kept going. And eventually, over a decade into it, I was like, I'm just going to do it. So it was absolutely the scariest thing to do. But to your point of felt comfortable feeling uncomfortable, it was 100% the right thing to do. It's believing that there's got to be a better way, right? It's understanding that you're not just doing something for the sake of doing it. Everybody has imposter syndrome or whatever you want to call it. Every single person has it. So understanding and feeling those feelings is okay. Look around you. I promise you the person next to you is either going through it then, has, or will do tomorrow. It's just the way it is. And the joy of it is the confidence that it builds off the back of that, because once you can take a risk that puts everything on the line and it fails or it succeeds, either way, your lessons that you're learning off the back of that gives you a level of confidence that is you can't pay for that. I can speak to CEOs and CFOs and I don't get nervous about it anymore, no matter how much money they own. I'm just like, you're just a person. And I know how you feel because I had to do this once upon a time. And yeah, clearly yours worked, but it doesn't make you any better than me. We're all people and we're all on this big, crazy world spinning around together. And let's just make the most of it. So yeah, I would definitely put it down to starting my own business. It happens still. I do still have it. It hasn't gone away. Imposter syndrome is a thing that hits every now and then. Even coming to speak on podcasts, I think, oh my gosh, you see that recording button flash and you're like, oh, that just makes me feel nervous, but whatever, let's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. I'm a podcast host, right? I'm no host, but apparently it says I am. So yeah, we just take it on board and go and run with it, right? Tamlynn, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your honesty and authenticity throughout this conversation and all the narratives that's going to be cut out of this that nobody else will see. But no, amazing. Really appreciate it. Great to get to know you, and also thank you so much for what you do for the alliances in the UK. Right?
Thank you for creating it.
It doesn't go unnoticed. No, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you very much.